Good morning, and I'm coming to you live. This is Derek Curlew. I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how to get more stuff done during the day, how to reduce stress, and just how to manage your time better. I've been very fortunate throughout the years to learn some really awesome tips of how to manage your time better and to get more shit done in a day. And today, I'm going to forward it over to you. Now, one of the key things is getting your morning started off right. There's no time ever that you can buy back. So you got to make the most of each minute and the most of each opportunity. So I'm going to go over 5 easy tips with you today. The first one is you want to write everything down. So my number one thing that I always try and stress to everyone is you have to write everything down. This is the way to empty your brain. This is the way to get all your ideas on paper, but it also greatly reduces stress. So every idea you have, any task you have, anything that you need to get done in a day, you need to write down. So what I normally do is write everything on a big sheet of paper, list everything, that way it's out of my brain and it's dumped on the paper. From there, number 2 is you want to organize it by categories. So I have my top list here, I have my upcoming blog topics, I have all sorts of different things going on. I have each one of my staff members listed. So anything I need is all listed now into categories. So that's my step 2, is once you take your big master list, you're going to make little departments. So step 2, you're going to make departments and you're going to fill in your blank with your master list. Step 3, you're going to prioritize your list. You're going to make 1 through 5 of the most important things that you need to get done the next day. Now this is extremely important because a lot of times I find people get busy and they stay busy, but they didn't get shit done. So the most important thing is what you get done. In life, we only get paid for finished and completed projects. You don't get paid for starting a job or halfway finishing something. You gotta get shit done. So that's step 3. So my step 3 of my prioritized list looks just like this. So this is today. Very first thing, video about mastering your time. Now, what you'll see on top of that is I get very specific with my notes because you want to have one master sheet. So this is my only sheet that I look at now until everything is done for the day. So step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I actually list and get very specific and put times with it when I want to get stuff done. So this video I'm shooting to you here, I have set between 6 and 6:30 like you'll see right here. But right now it is 5:58 in the morning. Where we are, you can't even see it. 5:58 in the morning, and I'm already ahead of schedule. So when you start putting things in an order of when they need to be done, and you put them in a hierarchy and a priority of how long or which should get done first, and then you put a list of how long it should take to get done, now you're going to start to have set goals, you're going to have deadlines, and we all respond better when we have a plan, a crunch, a time schedule, because it puts us under the gun to get it done and force ourselves to get it done. So that's my step 3. Now, what you'll see as I go, step 4 says, sleep in peace, wake up earlier, and conquer the day. Okay, so that's number 4. So one of the cool things with this is I used to have a hard time falling asleep because I'd have all these great ideas at night. So now the last 30 minutes before I go to bed every single day, I just write on this sheet. I get everything laid out. So that way when I wake up, I have a battle plan to follow. So my alarm goes off at 5:30 each morning and I just attack my battle plan. So when it comes down to this, you get everything done. Then you get down to number 5. So my step is this, like when you wake up earlier and you're the first person up in your house, or you're the first person up in your company, or whatever it happens to be, you have more stuff done before anybody else even wakes up. So my priority and the way I make my list is I have everything completed, and my goal is to get everything done from 6 a.m. all the way down to about 8 or 8:15 a.m. Okay? So one of the cool things with this is when you start working off your list, you avoid all distractions. So I will have no cell phone out, I'll have no Facebook out, I won't reply to any text messages, I don't even have TV around. So you can see I'm from a home office outside at a back patio. I can still hear the crickets out there. So you got to find your method and your way of doing things, and this is something that's worked really well for me. So again, you want to write everything down, get everything out of your brain, make it a brain dump. Then you're going to make individual departments of who has to do what, where, and why. Then from there, you're going to make your top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top priorities. The other thing that I like to do is put what's on deck. So if I do get above and beyond those 5 things, what's my next thing that I'm going to do? So this all gives me goals, it gives me timelines, it gives me a schedule, but most importantly, I'm waking up and I'm getting the most important thing done to start my day. So what happens then when it comes to 8 o'clock? 8:15, 8:30, two things. You can either A, rewrite your list with whatever you have remaining, and that way you have a new battle plan for the next morning. Or if you have more time, then you rewrite your list, but you put your new priorities of what's going to happen then, say from 8:30 in the morning till noon. Then you would write it again. You'd make a new list of priorities from noon until 5 o'clock or whenever the end of your workday is. So what this is going to help you do, it's going to keep you on task. You're going to get the most important things done. You're going to be successful before anybody else even wakes up. And number 4, you're going to conquer your day and take that shit over. All right? Guys, I cannot stress enough. I know they always say early bird gets the worm, but not even that. If you get your first and most important things done first thing in the morning and first thing before you do any of the other busy work, you can get more stuff done. So this applies to a lot of different things. If you're struggling to get some laundry done, if you're struggling to do meal prep, if you're struggling to do anything that ties into either your family life, your leisure life, your anything, this is going to help to relieve stress, help you sleep better. This is going to help you wake up more refreshed and ready to take on the day. And like I said, you knock out more stuff before anybody else wakes up. So here's my tips, my top 5 tips of getting this stuff done. Use this stuff. Follow the blog down below, and I'll add a few more tips and different things that I think of along the way here as I put this together. And if everything is planned to schedule, you should see this by somewhere in here between 6:30 and 7:15 a.m. If this comes through, then you know I'm on track for the day. I'll talk to you guys later and kill this day. Make it your best.